What's up, everybody? It's the Common Sense Investor coming at you with another video. And in this video, I know y'all want to hear about the AMC news, but I got a whole lot more important things to talk to y'all about. But first, let's get it out the way. I did these thumbnails a week ago with Aaron pleading to Elon make him stop. And I'm laughing my tail off because let me tell y'all something, people. The number one person who cries for their rights are criminals. All right? The average person doesn't know anything about, oh, let me tell you something, I got rights. No. When the police show up, they are submissive 99% of the time. Only criminals holler about they got rights. And this man's going to be hollering to Elon, don't I have a right to freedom of speech? Yeah, you got the right to tell the truth and not lie to your shareholders. That's what you have a right to do. The people that are commenting in his comments, what they're saying, some of them is wrong. You shouldn't say some of the things y'all are saying. But those are real people. They're not bots, all right? And they don't want you commenting in his feed no more because they have to get ready and start pumping a whole new shareholder base, which also tells me that they've given up on us. All right? They're not going to work with us. It's over with. And little side note, nobody's broke this news yet. One of them just quit and resigned. They said, I'm out of here. Something big's coming down the road. But Aron pleading to Elon to have the shareholders censored to where we can't comment on his post. And we're shareholders. But he wants to ignore us and tell Elon, it's just like a pride. They can't see what they've done to so many people. And then I wanted to talk to y'all about how Donald Trump is making crypto great again. Now, he didn't do it. It's the acting chair of the SEC that put Hester Pierce over the task force that's going to set the regulations for crypto. Interesting. Now, a lot of y'all wanted to get rid of Gary because he wanted to regulate the market, all right, like a cat system type thing, and everybody bucked against Gary. No, we don't want no regulations. We're going to keep it the Wild West in the crypto world. Well, now they're moved in, and Hester is leading the charge of setting the regulations that the market makers have to follow in the crypto world. But the fact is, we have Hester Pierce, who is in their pockets, who on day one, if she was SEC chair, she would abolish the cat system. I'm going to be honest with you people. When you get through talking about this kind of stuff, that corruption and the nastiness that's going on and how they're allowing retail investors to be raped every single day in the market, and now you're going to open the door and let them start doing it in crypto, it makes you feel dirty. All right, to the point where I just feel like I need a shower after talking and thinking about this crap anymore. And like I've told y'all, I had something more important to talk to y'all about, and it has nothing to do with AMC or GME or a meme stock. I learned how to master these trading bots, and I have been making consistent profits ever since. And I started training people in a 1-hour class on how to use their Galileo FX trading bot because nobody could figure it out. So I started training people, and they're all in a Discord now, and they're all friends. They get along, they chat, they tell their stories of what's happening with their trading, and they all have one thing in common. That after that class that I teach, they have not had a loss yet. It's been consistent win after consistent win. Because I know how to make these bots dance, all right? I thank glory be to God for giving me the knowledge. I know how to make these bots dance and do what I want it to do. Bots work on rules, people, and if you know the rules and you put them in the bot, then the bot should work, and it does. And it's never, ever wrong. See that 89% win strategy? 90% win strategy? No. I want 100% win strategy off every bot that I've run. And I get it. And I get it. The only time I take a loss, people, is if I'm testing a bot and that test is going bad, I'll go ahead and sell. All right, but that has nothing to do with the bot itself running on its own program that I got going on. These are personal tests. That's why I have a couple of losses right now. Other than that, if I would just let the bot alone, it's going to do what it's going to do. I'm trying to make it better. Because I know how to get the bot to work, and I can make consistent wins with it with $2 and $3 now. All right, but one of my students has taken a $17,000 account. He opened with 20. He was down 3 when I met him. He had about 17,000, and when I got through teaching him that class, from that point on, the last time I spoke to him, which was about 3 days ago, he was over $60,000, and he was going to be breaking $100,000 within this week or next week, most likely. And he's taken out $3,000 or $4,000 a week along the way. He does his optimization, he puts his new numbers in his bots, and he's totally convinced that the bot is going to do what the bot's supposed to do, which is bring him a profit. Now, a lot of times, the bot goes into what's called drawdown. That's good news to smart investors, okay? Because what Brett does is he averages down at a certain amount of pips on each currency so that it doesn't take him that long to recover from the play. And then when the average down position comes back up, it makes 3 times as much as the original did. And it's just amazing. So what I've done is I've sat down with Brett through emails and talking in classes and stuff, and I've written down his rules, and I've put them in the trendline grid bot, all right, to step it down. Whenever the bot is wrong and it goes into drawdown, it steps it down a certain amount of points for me. I don't have to worry about looking and manually averaging down anymore. I've run a test. I know what the steps should be. This one here, for example, needs to be set to where the bot will average down when the position goes against me 20 or 200 points. And if it was to go against me a third time, another 20 pips, it would buy again. But according to my test here, I see that we get 44 single orders. 14 orders of those 44 are going to be 2-order trades. Understand? It's going to open a position. I'm expecting it to fall 20 points. And then when it falls 20 points, it's going to buy another position for me. Then when it recovers back up, I get 30 of the original positions at single and 14 double trades in one. Brilliant strategy. And what I've had to do is find out what each one of the currency steps were. Some of them don't have anything, like this one right here. It don't want to show any positive results, so we stay off of that chart. This one right here shows me that if I enter into a trade with the USD CHF, I will get 28 trades, single trades, and I will get 9 double trades, and it will most likely fall 70 pips to average down a third time for me, and then it starts the recovery, because that's what this right here tells me. This is where it starts recovering. You might as well say that that's 0. All right. And when it comes back, you get 4 triple home runs. Now, I tested this bot last week, and it did exactly what it was supposed to do. Only thing is, I only got down to the 3rd order one time. Then I stepped up the lot size. From now on, it's going to buy 0.05 the first order. I'll get 9 orders at 0.06, and I'll get 4 orders at 0.07. And when this sucker turns around and goes back, you're possibly looking at a $20 win. And the average from the original one, which what I was getting, is 278. But because of Brett's strategy and this new bot, last week we did it. Let's take a look at the trading journal where I was testing it. One of the first tests was when I had a 0.05 lies on the first order, 0.03 on the second order, and 0.02 on the third order. And the first order brought in $2.34, and these two respectively bought in $5.46 each. 4 times more than I would have made if I would have just ran with it single. I'm doing it the way Brett does it now with the bot, and this was the result. Come on, I think we had another one here. Oh yeah, we had a couple of good ones. Then I changed the lot size, trying to figure out how to set the lot sizes. It bought first. The first one was 5, and the second one was 3. And I didn't wait for the first one to go all the way back down. I was already up 357, all right? And I was up 25 cents on the first order, so I went ahead and cashed out at a $3 and 80 something cent win, all right? And then when I changed the lot sizes, trying to figure out and configure which ones were right, I ended up with a 4 for the first order, 5 for the second order, and 5 for the third order. And they brought in, the first one brought in $1.76 as usual. Only this time I had 2 average down positions that went with it. And I had one for 620 and another for 716. When normally I would have just gotten the 167. So using Brett's strategy along with the bot, more than 10x my profits off this trade.